So good morning. So today we continue to next lessons, video lesson. So last class is few important problems about dynamically induced EMF. The problem on dynamically induced EMF, few problems will be completed. That's different types of the problems, and I will given some important exercise problem also. So today is next topics, the next video lesson number 6. So to be continued in electrical electronics and electronics devices subject. So next topic is direction of the induced EMF and current. So direction of the induced EMF and current. If the direction of the induced EMF and current is produced can be stated by the two laws. Direction of the induced EMF and current produced can be stated by two laws. Lenz law and Fleming right hand, mainly two laws. That is the first one, Lenz law. Second one is Fleming right hand rule. Fleming right hand rule. These two laws is very important. The basics of the electrical, that is Lenz law and Fleming right hand rule. That's Lenz law was proposed by Lenz law is proposed by a eminent scientist by name of the Heinrich Friedrich Emil Lenz. So that person is proposed the Lenz law. That's above persons. That's proposed that Lenz law. What is Lenz law? What is Lenz law? The Heinrich Friedrich Emil Lenz was Russian scientist. Is 1833 is formulated the Lenz law is found a fundamental law of the electromagnetism, and he also found the strength of the magnetic field. His proposal to the strength of the magnetic induction. Actually, as per syllabus, what is definition of the Lenz law? As per C18 syllabus, what is definition of the Lenz law? This Lenz law, it states that, first one statement about the Lenz law, an induced current is always flows in such direction that its field opposes any changes in the exciting field, or an induced current always flows in such a direction that it opposes the very causes of its production. An induced current is always flows in such a direction that it opposes the very causes of its production. This statement is very important about the Lenz law. That's Lenz law is basics of the electrical fundamental. So this definition is also important about the examination, board examinations. And see on images about the Lenz law, can see explanation about the Lenz law. When applying the Lenz law to the above figure, can see the images. When the north pole of the magnet is brought toward the coil of number of the turns, the magnetic flux is linking the coil is increases. In the coil, can see the image, and here in the coil, in the conductor is coil 1. See across the supply terminal, across the conductor, it can be form the magnetic form around to the conductor, can EMF will be induced on that year. So according to left hand thumb rule, it can form the around to the magnetic field, can EMF will be induced. When the north pole of the magnet is brought toward the coil of n turns, the magnetic flux linking the coil is increases. Therefore, an EMF hence current is induced in the coil. Therefore, an EMF hence current is induced in the coil according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. According to Faraday's law of the electromagnetic induction, an EMF is the current is induced in the coil. But by Lenz law, we know that the direction of the induced current by Lenz law, we know the direction of the induced current will be in opposition to the causes of production of it. To the causes of production of it. Here the causes is increasing the magnetic flux linking the coil. Here the cause is increasing the magnetic flux linking the coil. That is, induced current will set up magnetic flux that opposes the increase the magnetic fluxes through the coil. That is, induced current will be set up. Induced current will be set up magnetic flux that opposes the increasing in magnetic flux through the coil. This possible only if left hand phase of coil become the north pole. The direction of the induced current is found by applying the right hand rule for the coil. This is possible only if left hand phase of coil become the north pole. The direction of the induced current is found by applying right hand rule for the coil. In order to set off induced current, some energy is expended by opposing the magnet. In order to set up the induced current, some energy is expended by opposes the magnet, and the mechanical energy is utilized for overcoming the opposition is converted into electrical energy. The mechanical energy is utilized for overcoming the opposition is converted into electrical energy. It appears in the coil. It appears in the coil. Next important topic about the Fleming right hand rule. Fleming right hand rule is very important about the Fleming right hand rule. It is fundamental of electrical engineering. Fleming right hand rule. You can see on page number 13 the Fleming right hand rule. The statement about the Fleming right hand rule. This law is used to find the direction of the induced EMF. Which law? In Fleming right hand rule. This law is used to find the direction of induced EMF. Hence current when the conductor is moving at a right angle to the stationary magnetic field. The conductor is moving at a right angles to the stationary magnetic field. This definition is important about the Fleming right hand rule. This law about Fleming right hand rule. This law is used for find the direction of the induced EMF. hence the current when the conductor is moving at right angle to the stationary magnetic field. You can see the image on the Fleming right hand rule. Is the right angle is perpendicular to each other. You can see an image above two main poles, that is a magnetic fields poles, south pole and north pole, can produce the magnetic field lines from north pole to south pole. So can in between the conductor is rotating and moving from depend upon the direction of the magnetic field. It can form around to the magnetic field, will cut the magnetic field when the EMF will be induced. The statement about the Fleming right hand rule. Can Fleming right hand rule is a three fingers. Here three fingers is perpendicular to each other. You can see the image in the page number 14th and 15th in statement of the Fleming right hand rule. Therefore, three fingers, that is a thumb, forefinger and middle finger. So this forefinger and middle finger thumbs of right hand is held perpendicular to the each other. Forefinger points in the direction of the magnetic field. Forefinger points above, see the image. Four fingers point in the direction of the magnetic field. So in given direction, four finger points, blue color arrowhead, that's mentioned the B, like that. Magnetic field is represent beta in B. So that direction is a blue arrowheads. The four finger point in the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, that's represent a blue color arrowhead. Thumb shows the direction of motion of the conductor. Thumb shows the direction of motion of the conductor. Okay, that's is represented the arrowheads is a green arrowheads. Okay, thumb shows the direction of the motion of the conductor. That's mentioned on the image. The arrowheads is the direction of the force. Okay, and then the middle finger will be point is the direction of the induced current. Then the middle finger, that middle finger is represented the current direction, that a red color arrowhead. The middle finger will be point of the direction of the induced current. So is three fingers, three different directions. One is the middle finger, direction of the induced current, and forefinger, direction of the magnetic field, and thumb, direction of the force or direction of the motion of the conductor. That's explanation about the Fleming right hand rule. Let us can see next page. Let the conductor AB, can see the image AB, the moving upward at right angle to the uniform magnetic field. Can see the image. To apply the Fleming right hand rule, the direction of the induced current is from B to A. But if the conductor is moving downward, the direction of the induced current will be from A to B, provided the direction of the magnetic field is kept unchanged. Direction of the magnetic field is kept unchanged. It's a very important about the definition of the Fleming right hand rule and Lenz law. The two different definitions, two different statement is very important about our subject. Okay, so that's so many times is repeated this type of the questions. Given the questions, there is a, in summary, can you see the direction of the induced EMF, hence the current produced can be stated by the two laws, that is the Lenz law and Fleming right hand rule. Okay, and ask previous asked question so many times is asked question, explanations about Fleming right hand rule and state the Lenz law. Very important, so many times is repeated this type of the question is asking for board examination. So once revise this topic and prepare is state the Lenz law and Fleming right hand rule. Okay, next topic is self-induced EMF. Self-induced EMF, if current in if, if current in a coil of n turns, if current in a coil of n turns changes, the flex linkage of the coil will also change. The flex linkage of the coil will also change. This will set up a self-induced EMF. This will set up a self-induced EMF. If the current in the coil of n turns changes, current in the coil n turn changes, the flex linkage of the coil will also change. The flex linkage of the coil will also change. This will be set up a self-induced EMF. Self-induced EMF, that is represent a EMF is E letter. E is equal to N d pi by dt. N mean number of the turns of the winding coil. N mean number of the turns of the coil. E mean induced EMF. Let us d pi change of the flex linkage. Dt means change of the time. Okay, so let us E is equal to N d pi by dt, that is equal to d in bracket pi into n by dt. Flex is due to the current in the coil, so flex linkages will be proportional to the I. Flex linkages is proportional to the I. Therefore, E is proportional to the di by dt. E is directly proportional to the change of the current by time. So that is a E is constant into di by dt, that is equal to induced EMF, self-induced EMF P is equal to L di by dt, where L is a constant, is called as a self-inductance or inductance. Self-inductance or inductance, that is L. Okay, please remind that formula about the self-induced EMF. P is equal to L di by dt. Self-inductance, what is the definition of the self-inductance? That self-inductance, the property of a coil that opposes any changes in the amount of the current carrying through it, is called as the self-inductance or inductance. The property of a coil that opposes any changes in the amount of the current, the property of the coil that opposes any changes in the amount of the current flowing through the coil, that is called as a self-inductance or inductance. You can see the image in right side. Coil can form around to the magnetic field, self magnetic field. It can be served to delay the changes of the current. It depends upon the current direction. So example of the coupled coil or transformer example, you can see the self-induced EMF. Let's see the image on the next page. Next, unit of the self-inductance. This is important. Unit of the self-inductance. The unit of the inductance is Henry. H letter, it can be represented the H letter. Unit of the inductance is Henry. So it can be represented H letter. The unit of the inductance is Henry. That is Henry. A coil has the inductance of 1 Henry. A coil has the inductance of 1 Henry if the a coil has the inductance of 1 Henry if an EMF is 1 volts is induced in it when current through the changes at the rate of the 1 ampere per second. 1 ampere per second. Coefficient of self-inductance. Coefficient of self-inductance. The coefficient of the self-inductance of a coil may be defined as the coefficient of the self-inductance of a coil. It may be defined as the Weber turns per amperes in the coil. The Weber turns per ampere in a coil. It is represented by the letter of L letter and is measured in Henrys. Measured in Henry. That is the coefficient of the self-inductance. The coefficient of the self-inductance of a coil may be defined as the Weber turns per amperes in the coil. It is represented by the letter of L and is measured in Henrys. Measured in Henrys. That is L is equal to inductance. L is equal to N pi by I. L mean inductance. N mean number of the turns of the winding or number of coil. Pi mean magnetic field and I mean current carrying in the coil. Current carrying in the coil. So that is equal to N I into by I into beta into A area. Beta mean magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density. That is equal to N by I into mu 0 or mu r. That is equal to N by I in bracket mu 0 mu r. Mu 0 mean absolute permeability. Mu r mean relative permeability into H magnetic field strength in bracket close into A area of the conductor. So that is equal to N by I in bracket mu 0 mu r in Ni by L in bracket close into A. That is inductance, self-inductance L is equal to mu 0 mu r N square into A by I. Unit is Henry. So that is self-inductance formula about self-inductance. L is equal to mu N square A by I. Next, factor affecting the inductance. Factor affecting the inductance. The factor affecting the inductance, can see the image page. Factor affecting the inductance. The safe and number of the turns. Coil safe, number of the turns. Relative permeability of the material surrounding the coil. Relative permeability of materials surrounding the coil. The rate at which the magnetic field changes. the rate at which the magnetic field changes. Mutual induced EMF. Mutual induced EMF. Next topic is mutual induced EMF. So previous topic is self-induced EMF is completed. What is the factor affecting? Mainly three factors: the shape and number of the turns, and relative permeability of material is surrounding the coil, the rate of the change of the magnetic field changes. Okay. Next topic is mutual induced EMF. Next, we consider the two coils. Mutual induced EMF. Consider two coils. It placed adjacent to the each other. Is placed adjacent to the each other. Mutual flux. If current flow through the coil 1, current is flow through the in coil 1, the flux is set up. The flux is set up in it, and part of the flux link with the other coil. Part of the flux is links with the other coil. The current flows through the current coil 1, the flux is set up in it, and part of the flux is links with the in other coil. Okay, this common flux is linking the both the coils is called as a mutual flux. This common flux is linking both the coils is called as a mutual flux. That is, I1 is changed, the mutual flux also changed. I1 is changed, mutual flux also changes, and EMF is induced in the coil 2 changes. EMF is induced in the coil 2 also changes. The EMF in the coil 2, that is E2, induced EMF E2 is proportional to the di1 by dt. That is, E2 is equal to M, capital M is constant of the mutual inductance, M into di1 by dt, where that is the M is a constant is called as a mutual inductance. Can remain the second coil of the induced EMF E2 is equal to M di by dt. In mutual inductance definitions, so about our mutual inductance definition. Mutual inductance definition. Mutual inductance, the property of the two neighboring coils. The property of two neighboring coils to induce voltage in one coil due to the changes of the current in the other coil is called as the mutual inductance. The property of two neighboring coils to includes the property of the two neighboring coils to induce voltage in one coil due to the changes the other coil to change of current in the other coil is called as a mutual inductance. Once I will repeat, the property of the two neighboring coils to induce the voltage in one coil due to the changes of the coil current in the other coil is called as a mutual inductance. The unit of the mutual inductance is Henrys. So last topic is self-inductance unit also Henrys. Mutual inductance is also unit is Henrys. That Henry, that again, the mutual inductance between the two coils is 1 Henry if the current changes in the rate of the 1 ampere per second in one coil induces in the EMF is 1 volt in the other coil. That mutual inductance in the coil that induced in the secondary coil, the E2 is equal to minus M1 2 coils change of the current I1 by di1 by dt, and induced EMF in first coil, that is minus M21 by di2 by dt. M is the mutual inductance, unit of the mutual inductance is Henry. Okay. And self-induced EMF is coil di by dt, unit of the self-inductance is Henry. That's the topic is completed. So I will given two important questions, so many times is repeated. So these questions about the about topics, that is a important topic, so many times is repeated the questions. That is a, what is the statically induced EMF? What is the statically induced EMF? And second one is a definition of the self inductance and mutual inductance. Write down the expression about the self inductance and mutual inductance. Self inductance and write down the expression about the self inductance and mutual inductance, and definition of the self inductance and mutual inductance, and definition of the what is the statically induced EMF. These are important. So remind these above questions and expressions about the self inductance and mutual inductance. Okay, thank you. So to be continued. Self inductance of the coil. What is the self inductance? The self inductance of the coil is property to opposes any changes of the amount of the current through it. Self inductance, single sentence question. What is the self inductance? Self inductance of the coil is property to opposes any changes in the amount of the current through it. And what is the mutual inductance? What is mutual inductance? What is the mutual inductance? The mutual inductance, it is the property of the two coils to induce the voltage in one coil due to the changes of the current in the other coil. It is a property of the two coils to induce the voltage in one coil due to the changes of current in other coil. Let us find out expression about the self inductance and mutual inductance. Self inductance and mutual inductance. Expression of for self inductance. Expression of for self inductance. See the image, an expression of self inductance on page number 51. In C, magnetic lines of force around the coil. In soft iron core, D across the D core of soft iron concentrates the lines of the force. The expression for self inductance, that self inductance of a circuit or coil is determined by the following three methods. In first method, rate of the change of the current, that is equal to di by dt, and magnitude of the self induced EMF EL, that is equal to L di by dt. Magnitude of the self induced EMF EL is equal to L di by dt. Then inductance L is equal to inductance L is equal to voltage, induced voltage E by di by dt. Unit of the inductance is Henry. In second method, flux linkages of the coil N d pi by dt. Flux linkages of the coil N d pi by dt. Current through the coil, that is I current, and inductance is L. We know that induced voltage, that is E is equal to N d pi by dt. That is equal to D in bracket pi into N. or n into pi by dt. That's the equation number 1. Also we know that induced voltage E is equal to L di by dt, that is equal to d in bracket L into I by dt. That equation number 2. From equation number 1 and 2 we get that change of the time d in bracket n into pi by dt, that is equal to d into Li by dt. In that equation n into pi, that is equal to Li, that is equal to L, inductance L is equal to d pi by I. So d pi n pi mean number of the turns of the winding, n into pi by I. Okay. And third method, inductance can found from the physically dimensions of the magnetic circuit. Inductance can also found from physically dimensions of the magnetic circuit. We know that inductance L is equal to n into pi by I, number of the turns of the winding, into magnetic field pi by I, current, n into pi by I. Also we know that pi is equal to mmf, magnetic motive force, mmf by reluctance, magnetic motive force by reluctance, Ni by reluctance, mmf by reluctance, Ni by I by mu 0 mu r into area A. N mean number of the turns of the winding, I mean current, mu naught mean absolute permeability, mu r is relative permeability, A mean area. If differentiating the flux with respect to I, we get that d pi by di, that is equal to n into mu 0 mu r into area by I. In here mu naught is equal to absolute permeability, mu r is relative permeability, area of the coil, that is L is equal to n into in bracket n into mu 0 mu r into area by I, that is L is equal to n square into area mu 0 mu r by I, that is n square in bracket n square by in bracket I by A into mu 0 mu r, that is equal to n square by reluctance. The reluctance is represented as letter, that is equal to inductance is proportional to the square of the turns and inversely proportional to the reluctance. The smaller of the reluctance, larger the inductance, vice versa. The smaller of the reluctance, larger the inductance, vice versa, because of the inversely proportional in reluctance and inductance, inversely proportional. That why the iron core coil has more inductance, that is the equivalent air core coil. The expression for mutual inductance M1 M2. The expression for mutual inductance, the first method, we know that expression for mutual inductance, in first method we know that mutual induced EMF in one coil for the given rate of the current in another coil is given by the relation. First method, we know that mutual induced EMF in one coil for the given rate of the change of the current in another coil is given by the relation. That mutual induced EMF, that is EM, is equal to M into di by di1 by dt. Therefore M is equal to, you want M, therefore M is equal to Em by di1 by dt. Second method, from the previous equation, induced EMF in mutual induced EMF is equal to M di1 by dt, that is equal to d in bracket M I1 by dt, equation number 1. From fundamental we know induced EMF in mutual induced EMF is equal to N2 d pi 12 by dt, that is equal to d in bracket N2 by pi 12 in bracket close by dt in equation number 2. From about two equations, that is M I1 that is equal to N2 pi 12 or M is equal to N2 pi 12 by I1. Next, third method, the mutual inductance in between two coils. Mutual inductance in between two coils can also be found in terms of the physical dimensions of the magnetic circuit. The mutual inductance between the two coils can also be found in terms of physical dimensions of the magnetic circuit. That is the coil of 1 and 2 having N1 and N2 turns. Let us the coil 1 and 2 having N1 and N2 turns can be magnetically coupled. Let us I and A be the length and area of the cross section of the magnetic circuit. Let us I and A be the length of the area cross section of the magnetic circuit. Let us mu r is the relative permeability of the magnetic circuit. Mu r is the relative permeability of the magnetic material. Mu naught is a absolute permeability. We know that mutual flux, that is pi 1 is equal to mmf by reluctance. mmf in magnetic motive force by reluctance. Reluctance is represented as letter. So that is equal to mmf is N1 into I1 by S mean I by M mu 0 mu r area, or pi 1 2 by I1 is equal to N1 mu 0 mu r into area by I. And that M in mutual inductance, M is equal to N2 into pi 1 2 by I1. Therefore M is equal to N1 into N2 mu 0 into mu r into area by I, that is equal to N1 into N2 by I by mu 0 mu r into area, that is equal to M is equal to N1 into N2 by reluctance. So here mutual inductance is inversely proportional to the reluctance. That is, mutual inductance is inversely proportional to the reluctance. We can also say that smaller the reluctance of the magnetic circuit, is greater than mutual inductance, And few expressions about the self inductance and inductance. This formulas about L is equal to n pi by I, unit is Henry or Weber turn per ampere, and L is equal to n square by S, that is S is reluctance is I by mu into A. So inductance EL by di by dt, that is rate of the change of the current. In self inductance, in mutual inductance, M into M is equal to N2 by pi 1 by I1 or N1 pi 2 into I2. M is equal to I1 N1 N2 by S, that S is reluctance I by mu into A. In mutual inductance, Cm by di by dt, the rate of the change of the current in neighboring coil. So today is complete this topic, self inductance and mutual inductance. Derivations, expressions also completed. To be continued in next class on video lesson 6.